your Storm Track 7 forecast on KWWL.
All eyes on Irma tonight as the storm moves up Florida's coast. Let's check in with Storm Track 7 meteorologist Kiel for a look at your full forecast. Take out.
Hey, Mac, it's been quite a night, quite a day for Florida as Hurricane Irma continues to wreak havoc all across the state. This is a very big storm, so we can't just focus on the eye of the storm. That eye is not to be seen as it is now overland and it is losing a lot of its intensity, but it is still a hurricane. 100-mile-per-hour winds as of the 10 o'clock advisory. It is moving off to the north at about 14 miles per hour. And so the center of the storm is just off to the east of Tampa. And again, this did make landfall once again in the Keys earlier today in the morning hours, and then earlier in the afternoon, it did make landfall around Marco Island with 130-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Also in Naples, as the eye of the storm moved through there, that's where we got a wind gust at the airport of 142 miles per hour. So this was certainly a high impact event here for Florida and continues to be. So here are the landfalls earlier today about 8:10 in the morning around Cudjoe Key, Florida. That's in the lower Florida Keys. It was a Category 4 hurricane with 130-mile-per-hour winds. And then at 2:35, it weakened just a bit as a Category 3 as it made landfall on Marco Island. And this also caused a lot of problems on the east coast of Florida as well. As you can see, this is just a very wide storm. Miami had quite a bit of issue with storm surge. And as this storm does track off to the north, the onshore flow might produce a little bit of storm surge on the west coast of Florida. However, it's not going to be as bad as it initially thought because this has tracked a little bit further to the east than what we thought it would earlier today. As for the track here tonight, it's going to go up toward Tampa here during the overnight hours, and then by Monday morning, it will begin to track into the Panhandle. And then as we head into Monday afternoon and evening, it's going to weaken to a tropical storm with 50-mile-per-hour winds. It's still going to produce a lot of heavy rain, and we're talking some wave issues here along the Carolina coastline as well as the Georgia coastline as this continues to wrap around here. So we could be talking about some severe weather issues there as well. And then eventually it's going to weaken to a tropical depression and then track off to the east, and its remnants, I guess, left over would track off to the east and not have an impact here in Iowa. So here is the current radar right now. There's Tampa, St. Petersburg right there. Notice the strongest part of the storm. It's the center of the storm, the eye, if you would call it. That right there, that's the eye wall. That is the strongest part where we're likely getting those winds up to 100 miles per hour. That is continuing to track off to the north. But again, we're still seeing the impacts here all the way up into South Carolina and Georgia, where we're starting to see those outer bands. You can still see a very strong outer band right there, likely going to produce some flash flooding issues as well as some tornadoes in the southeastern part of the United States here as we head into tomorrow. Closer to home, we're not talking any severe weather. We've got a mostly clear sky tonight. That leads to a mostly sunny day tomorrow, and then maybe just a few more clouds here as we head into Tuesday. Right now, Storm Track 7 Live Weather Network in Waterloo shows very quiet conditions. And temperatures, they're nice and comfortable here for this time of year. We're at 59 degrees in Dubuque, already down to 50 in Monticello with that clear sky. 54 right now in Cedar Rapids. It's still a little bit more mild off to the west, 63 in Waterloo. As far as your wake-up weather forecast here tomorrow, we'll have temperatures in the lower 50s, but quickly warming up into the 60s. We will have a light southeast wind here at 5 miles per hour. The satellite and radar shows a clear sky all across eastern Iowa and really across much of the upper Midwest. Very quiet weather conditions expected throughout the next couple of days. Temperatures tonight, they'll be in the upper 40s to right around 50 degrees with the southeast wind at 5 to 10 and a mainly clear sky. As we head into tomorrow, it'll be mostly sunny. Another nice day, almost a carbon copy of today, with temperatures in the upper 70s to near 80 degrees. And your city-by-city forecast shows more of the same here as we head into Tuesday and Wednesday. No big weather issues really all week long. However, we do have a very slight chance for rain here as we head into Saturday night and Sunday. Doesn't look like a big rainmaker, but at this point in time, all of us here in eastern Iowa could use any rain that we can get as it's been very dry here over the last several weeks. Mac?